My beloved child, congratulations, the trumpet sound you have been waiting for has reached you at this very moment, and Archangel Michael himself stands in the unseen realm beside you with a sword of light brighter than the sun. Heaven is trembling with anticipation because the message that was sealed for a long time has been released into your hands now. Do not underestimate the gravity of this moment. You have been led here not by chance, not by scrolling, not by wandering, but by the pulling of a divine thread that was woven before your birth. This is your red alert. This is your time. This is the hour that angels have whispered about. This is the moment your destiny changes. The Spirit of the living God is speaking to you in secret tones even as your eyes read these words. Every letter that appears before you is a spark of light sent from the throne of heaven into your life. Michael leans close, and his voice is full of both urgency and love. Do not skip this. Do not scroll away. If you turn away from this, you will wander into a valley of tears you were never meant to walk through. If you open your heart now, blessings that have been blocked will come rushing like rivers through a broken dam. The heavens have watched your nights of crying, your silent prayers, the things you never told another soul. The angels recorded each tear in vials, and God's Spirit whispered to them, at the appointed time, release the alert. That time is now. Everything around you may look the same, but in the unseen realm something has shifted. Michael's wings are stretched wide over you. He is shielding you from the arrows of betrayal and envy that have been sent toward you. You may have felt in recent days a strange stirring, as if a storm was approaching, as if unseen eyes were watching. That was the sign of the alert. That was the sign that heaven was preparing to intervene. The person who tried to silence your voice is about to be exposed. The hand that tried to close the door on you will be revealed. But you must listen now. You must let these words sink deep into your soul. This is not a game. This is not an ordinary message. This is a decree written in fire and light. Michael's voice grows louder. Child, your angel has been ordered not to let you skip this message at any cost. If you attempt to look away, the tug inside you will grow stronger, because heaven is refusing to let you miss this. We have seen the traps laid for you, and we are stepping in now. We are not only giving you a warning, we are also giving you a promise. The very thing that was used against you will become the evidence of your vindication. The very mouth that cursed you will be forced to speak your blessing. But you must not harden your heart. You must open this completely. Do you feel that stirring even now? That tingling in your chest? That is the sign of the Spirit confirming the truth of this moment. God Himself is leaning toward you. He is speaking your name in the secret language of heaven. He is telling you that you were chosen for such a time as this. The forces of darkness had written a script for you, a script of failure, delay, heartbreak, confusion, but heaven has ripped that script in two and is writing a new one. This is why the alert has come. This is why Michael's sword is drawn. The angels are not only fighting for your present, they are also fighting for your future, your bloodline, your legacy. Everything is at stake. Everything is on the line. That is why you cannot skip this. You may remember nights when you prayed, "God, if you are real, send me a sign." This is that sign. You may have whispered, "God, show me if I'm still protected." This is heaven showing you. Even as you read, an unseen army is surrounding your life. Even as you breathe, a shift is occurring in the atmosphere of your home. Michael is not speaking to everyone, he is speaking to you. He is crying out because he sees what is ahead. He sees the plan of the enemy and the plan of God colliding. He sees the door that is opening and the trap that was set. His tears are not weakness, they are the fierce compassion of a warrior who has guarded you since birth. He is warning you now so you do not step into the snare. He is also celebrating because the snare is about to be destroyed. Beloved, do not doubt. The delay you have experienced has been a test. The silence you felt was not abandonment, it was preparation. God was hiding you until the appointed time. That time is here. Michael says again, "Open this immediately." The reason he repeats it is because there is a window, a moment of grace, a divine hourglass whose sand is running. When it runs out, the opportunity shifts. This is not to scare you, it is to awaken you. Heaven is fighting for you, but you must agree with heaven. You must say yes. You must open your heart and your mouth and say, "I receive." When you do, the chains that were invisible will shatter. The doors that were locked will swing wide. The person who was plotting in secret will be exposed. Even now, as you read, visions may flash in your mind, faces, places, memories. That is not imagination, that is revelation. Heaven is showing you the threads of the story. Some of the people you trusted were not sent by God. Some of the opportunities you almost walked into were traps. But because you are reading this, because your angel would not let you skip it, those traps are being dismantled. Some of the tears you cried last night were the last tears you will cry over that situation. God has drawn a line in the sand. He says, "Enough." He is stepping into your story with power. Michael's sword is at your side. The hosts of heaven are at your door. And yet, with all this, God's voice is gentle. He says, "I still love those who hurt you. I still offer them mercy. But I will not allow them to destroy you." This is why the alert came. This is why Michael is crying loudly. Because heaven is both fierce and tender. Because God is both just and merciful. He will vindicate you without you having to fight. He will lift you without you having to strive. He will protect you without you having to hide. All he asks is that you do not skip this moment. All he asks is that you believe. All he asks is that you open your heart fully. This is only the beginning of the message. There is more to be revealed, about the blessings that are about to break over your life, about the hidden plots that are being uncovered, about the miracles that are coming to your house. Michael is still speaking. The angels are still writing. The Spirit is still pouring out words like a river. Congratulations! Archangel Michael says your red alert has arrived, and this is not a moment to treat casually, not a word to skim past as though it were ordinary, for nothing about this moment in your life is ordinary. Heaven itself is leaning down, every angel at attention, every trumpet on the edge of sounding, because what God is releasing toward you is not something small. It is not a light whisper you can afford to miss. It is a wave, a force, a breakthrough so critical that if you turn your eyes away for even a moment you may regret it deeply. Your angel is not allowing you to skip this message at any cost, because the very destiny that was written before you were even born is calling for you right now, and you must hear, you must receive, you must hold it in your heart until it burns like fire. God says to you right now, the heavens have seen your pain, they have counted your tears, they have watched the long nights when you thought no one was listening, and Archangel Michael himself has stood at the door of your life as a guardian so the enemy could not destroy you. This is why the red alert has been sounded, not as a threat, but as a holy alarm, a signal that the moment you have been waiting for, the moment that will change everything, is finally here. The angels would not allow you to scroll past, they would not allow you to ignore this, because if you ignored it, you would miss the turning point that has been prepared with such care. Archangel Michael says to you, child of light, you have been attacked, you have been misunderstood, you have been betrayed, but you have not been forgotten. Every arrow that was fired against you was blocked. Every curse that was spoken against you was turned back. Every plot to bury you was exposed by the fire of heaven. And now the record of your struggle is being rewritten into the testimony of your victory. You cannot, you must not, you will not skip this message, because your angel knows that if you do, you will miss the very instructions that carry you from where you are into the place you were always meant to be. God says there are forces right now trembling because of what you are about to discover. There are people who thought you would remain in the shadows forever, but the red alert is the divine announcement that their time of hiding the truth has ended. Archangel Michael is standing with a sword drawn, not of violence, but of holy exposure, and he is cutting away every deception that has wrapped around your life like chains. The angel is shouting, "Open this immediately, because the window of grace is narrow, the time is sharp, and this is the hour you must see with your spiritual eyes what your natural eyes could never detect." Listen carefully, this is your hour of revelation. There is a reason you found these words at this exact moment. There is a reason heaven interrupted your steps and placed this before you. The reason is because you are standing at a threshold, and thresholds are dangerous places. If you cross without light, you stumble. If you pause without guidance, you hesitate and lose momentum. But if you hear and obey, the door opens smoothly, and the blessing floods in. The red alert is the cry of heaven saying, "Do not take another step in confusion, do not take another step in blindness. Stop. Listen. Receive." Because the map of your future is being unfolded right now, line by line, word by word. God says, "You thought you were invisible. You thought no one saw you, no one valued you, no one noticed the sacrifices you made when your heart was breaking. But heaven saw. Heaven recorded. Heaven honored. And now the repayment is coming in measures you cannot even calculate." Archangel Michael says, "This is why you cannot skip this, because the repayment is not just for what you lost, it is for what was stolen, what was delayed, what was twisted against you. All of it is being restored, and more, because God never returns things the way they were. He multiplies, He increases, He expands." But child, hear me with trembling. If you ignore this, if you treat this as ordinary, the weight of regret will press heavily on you, and the tears you will cry will not be because God forgot you, but because you turned your face away when He called your name. This is why Michael shouts so urgently. This is why your angel blocks your path until you open your spirit and receive, because heaven will not allow you to sabotage your own miracle. There are secrets right now rising to the surface. People who wore masks in front of you are about to be unmasked. Situations that looked stable are about to crumble because they were built on lies. Agreements that were made against you in dark places are being exposed by the light. God says, "Finally, finally, finally the exposure you prayed for is here." Do not be afraid when the truth is revealed, because it will not destroy you. It will free you. The red alert is not a warning of danger for you, it is a warning for those who tried to harm you. It is heaven's way of saying, their time is up. Archangel Michael says he has fought battles on your behalf that you never saw. He stood between you and the pit. He intercepted messages meant to break you. He blocked accidents that were scheduled to end you. He whispered to you in moments you didn't even realize were holy, telling you to pause, to wait, to turn, to go. And now he stands again, sword blazing, saying, "Open this immediately." This is not optional. This is not negotiable. This is the divine order of heaven for your life in this moment. God says, "Rejoice, because what is coming to you will make you cry tears, but this time they will not be tears of sorrow, they will be tears of relief, tears of awe, tears of overwhelming joy when you realize how perfectly heaven arranged everything." The people who walked away, the doors that shut, the betrayals that cut deep, they were all part of the setup for this very release. And now you are being positioned not in shame, but in honor. Not in lack, but in abundance. Not in silence, but in testimony. The heavens are roaring your name. The angels are circling your destiny. The fire of God is burning away the last chains that held you. You will not walk into your next season with the weight of yesterday on your back. You will walk in with new garments, clothed in favor, wrapped in grace, shining with a light that cannot be hidden. This is why you cannot skip this, because the instructions you are receiving are the key that unlocks the door to this exact promise. And so God says, be ready. The call is not tomorrow, the call is not later, the call is now. You will feel a stirring, a sudden shift, a divine acceleration, and you will know that it is the hand of heaven moving you. Archangel Michael says, hold fast, do not let fear dictate your steps, do not let doubt silence your faith, because the path before you is opening wide, and you are being carried into it by divine strength. This is only the beginning of your message, and more is yet to be spoken. Congratulations, my beloved child. Today, the heavens have aligned in a way that is beyond your understanding. Archangel Michael is here, standing tall and radiant, his wings gleaming with divine fire, and he is shouting with urgency that you cannot ignore. Your red warning alert has arrived. Yes, this is not an ordinary day, and this is not an ordinary message. Your angel is hovering over you, refusing to let you scroll past, refusing to let you close your eyes to the reality that is coming. Every second you delay, every thought of later you allow, the world around you shifts in ways you cannot yet perceive, and the tears you would shed from missing this divine intervention would be immeasurable. You must listen. You must read. You must act, and you must understand that nothing is by coincidence, and every heartbeat you take now is part of a divine orchestration that has been planned since the beginning of time. Feel the air around you. Can you sense it? The vibrations of heaven are descending upon your space, and even now, the ground beneath you carries whispers of what is to come. Michael's voice cuts through the silence, a call so powerful that your soul cannot refuse it. He says, "This is for you. There is no one else. This is your moment." Your red alert is not a warning to be ignored. It is a call to awaken the deepest truths within your life, to confront the forces that have been hidden from your eyes, and to claim the destiny that has been waiting for you. Know this, in the shadows around you, there have been movements, plans, people, and situations that were designed to mislead you, to delay you, and to steal from you what is rightfully yours. But today everything changes. God's light is piercing through the veil, illuminating what has been concealed. Your heart may tremble, your mind may resist, but trust that what you are about to witness is divine revelation. The angels are circling, unseen but felt, their wings brushing the edges of your reality, preparing you for a shift so monumental that it will alter every relationship, every opportunity, and every secret that has touched your life. Do not underestimate the significance of this message. There are people in your life who have smiled at you with kindness but have carried intentions of betrayal. There are moments that you thought were coincidences, but they were carefully orchestrated trials, testing your strength, your faith, and your discernment. God says, today, none of that can remain hidden. Today, all is being revealed. And Michael is here to ensure that your eyes see, your heart understands, and your soul acts. Your red warning alert is not merely symbolic, it is energetic, spiritual, and cosmic. The universe has marked this moment, and the alignment of angels and divine messengers is precise. You have been protected in ways invisible to you, shielded from calamities, surrounded by guardians, and guided by forces beyond the earthly senses. Yet, despite this protection, there have been openings, subtle gaps, small cracks where deception tried to slip through. This is why the urgency is now so high. If you ignore this message, even for a minute, the consequences are irreversible in ways that only heaven understands. Michael himself warns, do not delay. What is hidden will slip into your life, unnoticed, unchallenged, and it will bring sorrow that could have been prevented. Can you feel the pressure building in the room? Can you feel your chest tightening as if the very atmosphere is pressing upon you? This is not fear, this is awareness. This is the universe demanding your attention, demanding your presence, and demanding your acknowledgement of the truth. Your red alert is the divine horn, the celestial trumpet calling you to wakefulness. And as you read this, know that the tears of what could have been are being held back only by the mercy of God and the intervention of Archangel Michael. Michael moves closer. You can sense his presence, even if you cannot see him fully. His eyes are intense, burning with the blue-white fire of the heavens. His hands reach out, pointing toward your life, the choices you have made, the paths you have taken, and the people who have affected your journey. He is saying, everything you have experienced has led to this revelation. Nothing is random. Nothing is meaningless. And yet, what you are about to see will shock you beyond your imagination. Do you remember the times when you felt unease without knowing why? When a friend, a lover, or even a family member acted strangely, and your intuition screamed that something was off? Those moments were warnings, whispers from your angels, gentle nudges toward discernment. Many of those warnings went unheard. Many were brushed aside as overthinking or imagination. But now, the veil is lifting. The hidden truth is emerging in its full form, and it cannot be ignored. God says, your patience is rewarded, your vigilance is justified, and your readiness will protect you from what has been concealed for far too long. Open your heart as wide as you can. Let Michael's words sink into every fiber of your being. The red alert carries both a warning and a blessing. The warning is that danger, betrayal, and hidden forces are closer than you think. The blessing is that the knowledge you are receiving is not just information, it is power. Divine power. The kind that allows you to protect yourself, to act decisively, and to change the course of events in your favor. God says, this moment is not given twice. What is concealed will now be exposed, what is threatened will now be shielded, and what has been stolen from you will now be restored with a magnitude greater than you can imagine. There is a woman. You know her well. She smiles, she laughs, she acts as though she carries no secrets, but Michael whispers that she has carried something that could harm you greatly. Her intentions were masked by charm, but the truth was as sharp as a blade. God says, what she has done, what she has kept from you, will now be revealed. Do not despair, for I am with you, and my angels are your shield. And there is a man, someone whose influence over your life has been profound. He has tried to control outcomes. God says to you now with a voice that is gentle but firm, my child, listen closely because this moment has been prepared for you before you were even born. Congratulations, because even though your heart has been heavy and your eyes have searched the horizon for a sign, this is the sign that heaven promised you. Archangel Michael stands beside you now, mighty and radiant, holding a sword of light that cannot be bent or broken, and he whispers to you urgently that your red alert has arrived not to harm you but to awaken you to what heaven is preparing. Your angel is not allowing you to skip this message at any cost because it is the bridge between what you have suffered and what you are about to receive. You may have scrolled past many words before, you may have felt messages lose their meaning, but this one is being breathed into your soul as you read, and heaven is watching you, not to frighten you, but to reassure you that you are being cared for with a love beyond all human understanding. God knows the nights you have cried in secret. God knows the moments you questioned whether you were seen, whether your prayers disappeared into empty space. God knows how much you wanted a sign that you were not forgotten. Right now, God says, child, I have never forgotten you. I engraved you on the palm of my hand. I counted every tear. I heard every word you whispered into your pillow. I have walked beside you through every valley. I have been carrying you when you felt you could not stand. This is why you feel something stirring in your chest even as you read. That stirring is your spirit recognizing truth. Heaven is not far from you, it is wrapping around you now like a cloak of light. Archangel Michael says there has been a war around you that you could not see, and yet you have felt it in your body, in your dreams, in the sudden heaviness that came without explanation. He says you were not imagining it. You were being preserved. Your angel was fighting battles in realms you could not enter. That is why some doors closed without explanation, why some people left your life suddenly, why certain plans fell apart even though you thought they were good. It was heaven removing traps from your path. Michael says, tell them they are safe now. Tell them the red alert is not a threat but a rescue. Tell them the tears they feared will not be tears of loss but tears of relief. You have walked through a season of testing, but you have not been abandoned. This is the moment when the tide turns. God says, "You are stepping into a new chapter where I will restore the years the locust has eaten, where I will turn mourning into dancing, where I will place a crown of beauty on your head in place of ashes." You feel unworthy, but God says, "I call you worthy because I have loved you with an everlasting love. I do not choose you because you are perfect. I choose you because you are mine." As you read these words, imagine a great light breaking through a dark sky. That is what is happening in the unseen world. The angels are preparing a path for you. Doors that were locked are opening. People who misunderstood you will come to understand. What was hidden from you will be revealed, not to crush you but to free you. God says, "The people who tried to stop you will watch as I raise you. The ones who whispered against you will witness my favor on you. The plans formed to harm you will unravel in their own hands. You do not have to fight every battle. You do not have to prove every point. Stand still, and you will see the salvation of the Lord." Michael is urging you because timing matters. Heaven's timing is perfect, but it also requires your awareness. This is not a message to scare you. It is a message to lift you. Heaven is saying, "Slow down, breathe, pray, listen." In the next days you will feel nudges, someone will call you unexpectedly, an opportunity will appear suddenly, a thought will come into your mind like a whisper. Pay attention. These are not coincidences. They are instructions. Follow them with trust, and you will see how God leads you from one step to the next. The Father says you are safe even in uncertainty. You are safe even in the waiting. You are safe even when you do not understand. Your safety is not in your circumstances but in His hand. That is why this message can say to you boldly, "Nothing will go wrong with you. You are shielded. You are hidden under the shadow of His wings." The enemy wanted you to think you were alone so that you would give up, but you are not alone. Right now heaven is surrounding you like mountains surround a valley. Do not be afraid of the urgency in this message. It is not doom. It is a trumpet waking you from a deep sleep. The angels are saying, "Rise now. Hope again. Pray again. Believe again. Do not give up before the miracle breaks. There is a blessing in motion toward you that cannot be intercepted because God Himself has sealed it." The very fact that you are reading these words at this exact moment is part of the divine alignment. Out of thousands of moments, you were meant to be here now. God says, "Trust me and pray to me." This is not just advice. It is a key. When you pray, even in simple words, even when you feel nothing, the key turns in the lock. The gate begins to swing open. Angels are dispatched at your prayer. That is why the enemy tries to silence you, to distract you, to convince you your prayer is pointless. But your prayer is not pointless. It is powerful. Every whisper rises like incense before the throne. Right now God is preparing to bring you into a season where your eyes will see what your heart believed but could not yet touch. You will see justice where there was injustice. You will see restoration where there was loss. You will see protection where there was danger. You will see provision where there was lack. You will see love where there was rejection. And when it happens, you will remember this message and you will know heaven warned you so that you would not be afraid but expectant. Michael says, "Tell them they are not behind. Tell them they have not missed their chance. Tell them this is their time." The enemy tried to make you think it was over, but God says it is just beginning. The chapters you thought were wasted will become the foundation of your testimony. You will speak of nights you thought you would not survive and how God carried you, and people will be strengthened by your story. God knows your fears. He knows the what-ifs that wake you in the night. He says, "Give them to me. Lay them at my feet. I have already gone ahead of you into tomorrow. I have already arranged solutions before you saw the problems. I have already assigned angels to guard you on every side. That is why you can rest even when you do not see the whole picture." Do not underestimate what heaven is doing. Small signs will begin to appear. Do not brush them aside. They are confirmations. They are reminders that you are guided. You may feel a sudden peace in the middle of turmoil. You may dream something vivid that later unfolds in real life. You may feel drawn to open a book or speak to a stranger. All of these are ways God reassures you that He is with you. Even now as you read, the atmosphere around you shifts. The heaviness begins to lift. The fear begins to lose its grip. Light begins to fill the places that felt dark. This is not imagination. This is heaven drawing near. Child of God, hold on to these words. You are safe, you are loved, you are guided, you are chosen. The alert you feel is not disaster but destiny. The urgency you sense is not panic but preparation. The angels are moving quickly because your breakthrough is closer than you think. Trust God. Pray to Him. Speak to Him even in whispers. He hears you. He answers you. And when you walk out of this season, you will not walk out empty. You will walk out stronger, wiser, freer, more radiant. People will look at you and not understand how you endured. You will know it was because heaven was fighting for you. You will say with your own mouth, "God was with me, and nothing went wrong with me, even when it looked impossible." Take a deep breath. Let peace settle on you. This message is not a chain to bind you but a key to free you. Congratulations, beloved. Heaven has reached you. Beloved child of the light, before you even finish reading these first words, the heavens are already moving around you. God is whispering into the chambers of your heart, and Archangel Michael is standing close to you with his sword of fire, his shield of light, and his wings of protection. The urgency that you feel is not meant to terrify you. It is meant to awaken you, to lift you out of the fog of confusion and despair, to show you that right now, in this very moment, you are not forgotten, you are not lost, and you are not powerless. This message is being woven into your life as an act of divine mercy. It is a sign that heaven is speaking, that your prayers have reached the throne of the Most High, and that your name has been spoken in the courts of the angels. God says to you right now, I see you. I have not forgotten you. I know the depth of the pain that others cannot see. I know the silent tears you cried when no one was watching. I know the fears that you never voiced. I know the betrayals, the losses, the moments when you thought all hope was gone. And yet, despite all of it, you are still here. Despite the storms, your soul is still shining. Despite the darkness, there is still a flicker of light within you. That flicker is the breath of God inside you. It is unquenchable. It cannot be stolen. It cannot be broken. It cannot be destroyed. Archangel Michael leans in at this moment and says, My child, I have stood guard over you since the hour of your birth. I have fought battles you never knew were being fought. I have deflected arrows meant to harm you. I have stood between you and the plans of those who sought your destruction. This moment you are reading now is a holy interruption in your life. It is a warning, yes, but it is also a blessing. It is a sign that heaven is not only aware of your situation but actively intervening in it. You may feel a trembling inside you right now. That is the power of truth moving through your spirit. This is not an empty message. This is a direct call to you to trust God at a deeper level than you have before. Everything you have been through up to this point has been shaping you, molding you, preparing you for something greater. There has been a hidden plan at work behind the chaos, and today that plan is being revealed. Where there has been loss, there will be restoration. Where there has been betrayal, there will be vindication. Where there has been confusion, there will be clarity. Where there has been weakness, there will be strength. And where there has been fear, there will be a boldness rising within you like the sun after the longest night. God says, do not fear what others have spoken against you. Do not fear the whispers of those who plot in darkness. Do not fear the threats that echo in your mind. They have no power over you unless you give it to them. I am the Lord your God, and I hold your destiny in my hand. I have written your story, and no one can erase it. I have sealed your future, and no one can break that seal. I have chosen you for such a time as this. Archangel Michael's sword of light is raised now. He says, your red alert has arrived not to punish you, but to awaken you to the urgency of prayer, to the power of standing in your authority as a child of God. Heaven is sending you a sign that you are not to retreat into fear, but to rise into faith. This is a holy moment. Breathe deeply. Feel the peace of God filling you even as you read. This peace is not ordinary, it is supernatural. It surpasses all understanding. It will guard your heart and your mind. The more you focus on God, the more this peace will grow. The more you trust, the more the angels can act on your behalf. The more you surrender, the more your path will open. God wants you to understand that the very things that tried to destroy you will become the evidence of His power in your life. Every trap set for you will become a testimony of deliverance. Every plan against you will collapse under the weight of divine justice. Every false accusation will be overturned. Every closed door will be opened by a key you did not know you had. And every delay you have experienced will be revealed as divine timing designed to protect you. There is a reason you are reading this right now. There is a reason this message found you. The heavens are aligning something in your life that will soon make sense. In the unseen realm, angels are moving on your behalf. Doors are unlocking. Chains are breaking. Hidden truths are coming to light. A new chapter is being written. And you are being called to participate in it. Not by striving, but by believing, by speaking life, by praying boldly, and by refusing to bow to fear. The Spirit of God is whispering, "Be still, my child. Do not panic. Do not rush. This is not the end, this is the turning point. What you thought was your destruction is becoming your deliverance. What you thought was rejection is making way for redirection. What you thought was loss is clearing the ground for new growth. The very pain you have endured is producing a depth in you that cannot be faked. It is producing wisdom, compassion, and resilience. It is shaping you into someone who can carry the weight of the blessing that is coming. Archangel Michael is also saying to you, stop doubting your worth. Stop listening to the lies that say you are forgotten, unworthy, or too broken. You are none of those things. You are chosen. You are protected. You are loved beyond measure. You are surrounded even now by a cloud of witnesses, by angels who minister to you, by the hand of God Himself. The red alert you are feeling is not a doom, it is a signal that heaven is active in your life right now, urgently pulling you out of harm's way, urgently surrounding you with protection, urgently pushing you toward your destiny. Take a deep breath. Place your hand over your heart. Say quietly, I trust you, God. I trust you, Archangel Michael. I trust the process you are leading me through. As you speak those words, the atmosphere around you shifts. Fear loosens its grip. The shadows flee. A sense of safety begins to wrap around you like a warm cloak. You are stepping into alignment with Heaven's plan. You are stepping into the flow of divine grace. You are stepping into a season where miracles will not be rare but normal. Where answered prayers will come quickly. Where long-standing battles will be resolved suddenly. Where your name will be cleared, your path will be opened, and your heart will be healed. This is not a message of despair, it is a message of hope. It is not a message of punishment, it is a message of deliverance. It is not a message of fear, it is a message of power. It is God saying to you, I am with you. I go before you. I surround you. I fight for you. I will never leave you nor forsake you. And it is Archangel Michael saying to you, rise up, my child. Stand firm. Pray boldly. Speak truth. Walk in faith. The battle is already being won on your behalf. Stay in prayer today. Speak words of gratitude even before you see the outcome. Declare over yourself, I am protected. I am favored. I am loved. I am victorious. And watch as heaven moves. Watch as the impossible begins to unfold. Watch as fear dissolves and joy rises. Watch as your life becomes a living testimony of God's power and faithfulness. Even as you finish reading this message, know that you are wrapped in a shield of light. You are not alone. You are not in danger beyond what God can handle. You are not forgotten. You are not helpless. You are exactly where you need to be for God to show Himself mighty on your behalf. Trust Him. Pray to Him. Lean on Him. And know that this urgent message is not an ending but a beginning. A new day is dawning for you, and heaven is celebrating it even now. You are safe. You are loved. You are chosen. And nothing, no threat, no lie, no scheme, can change that. God is speaking to you right now in the quietness of your heart, and the very fact that your eyes are moving across these words is not an accident. It is an alignment. It is a divine arrangement. You may have wondered why you felt a sudden pull to read this, why something inside you whispered, don't scroll. Don't skip. Pay attention. That whisper is not just a random thought, it is the voice of heaven tugging on your spirit. Archangel Michael has been dispatched to you with a red alert because heaven knows what has been plotted, what has been spoken, and what has been prepared for you without your knowledge.